Well, hello, people of the interwebs. What's going on? I'm going to be doing this video for you guys on the Joint Chiropractor in Fort Myers. I haven't been to the one in the Cape, so I don't know anything about how they do it there, but I'll fill you in with the one at the Fort Myers area over by 6 Mile off of Colonial. And their little secret they may or may not tell you before you go, but I'll fill you in real quickly about my history and why I went there. So many years ago, I used to do some work from home as well as playing on the computer, video games and stuff where I spent over 8 hours. There's times where I spent over 24 hours on a computer, straight, well, other than getting up, going to the bathroom, getting a drink and food and stuff like that. I'd come back, play video games, or I would do stuff online where it came to like freelance work or whatever else stuff, or just researching in general, or just talking with friends and stuff, or you'd spend hours online. And I did that for roughly 18 years, and then I finally ended up getting a life and all that stuff, and wanted to change my life. And anyways, so before all that, I ended up having this one problem one morning where I woke up and I tried to get out of bed, and I had the most severe pain in my lower back area, mainly the lumbar area, which is a spot where when you sit, you get that bend in your back. That was where the pain was at. And so I ended up struggling to try to walk, and it was the worst pain I had ever experienced. So I ended up going to my doctor at the time and trying to get into a Grand Marquis, which was my mom's car. Trying to fit in the back seat of a Grand Marquis when you're over 6 feet tall was not something that was easy to do, especially since the seat was kind of like almost want to say like a bucket seat, I guess you could say. But anyways, the pain was pretty bad, and then trying to get out of the car and then walk into the building and then sit and wait in the lobby before I got to see the doctor. And then the doctor found where my pain was, gave me 2 steroid shots in my lower back, and then told me to go walk around the nurse's station for a couple of laps, and then it was perfectly pain-free, and I left. He was one of the best doctors I ever had. It's a shame that there's not many doctors like him, because he was a really good doctor, and he's still around too, but he just doesn't take my insurance. So anyways, that being said, it was fine after that. And then within the last month, I've been doing a lot of activities. I work now. In fact, it's to me, it's pretty hard labor. Other people say it's nothing, but when you're already overweight and you're out of shape as it is, it's pretty hard work, which is why I give a lot of kudos or mad respect to people that do harder work like construction, because that work is harder than what I do. But for somebody who's overweight, and doing all the walking that I do, I probably do about over 6 miles every time I work. So over 10,000 steps every day that I work, which is probably 4 days a week. And I work, uh, in the heat a lot, so I'm just like leaking sweat. I look like somebody that's coming off of a drug high or something, or just, I don't know. I just look really bad when I'm sweating. Some people ask me if I'm okay because I sweat that bad. Um, and you know, it's not that many hours. I mean, my longest hours at work are probably 8 hours, and normally my shortest hours are 5 hours of work, but my longest hours are like 8 hours shifts, and it's sometimes 4 days a week or something like that. And that being said, it just started flaring up again, and I went to the chiropractor. And I don't know if I said this or not, but they had me fill out paperwork, and my history, did I have any accidents that led up to this problem, and stuff like that. And then I was walked to the back and talked to the lady, and she didn't want to do anything that day because she was worried that there might be more trauma that she can't see, so she requested that I go see my doctor and have x-rays done on my back. So I went to my doctor, had x-rays done, x-rays came back, the x-rays report said that the only thing that they could find was that there was mild space loss at the L5S1 area on my lower back, which is somewhere near the lumbar area. And that's probably due to the fact of me sitting so long. So, yeah. Anyways, I came back to the chiropractor on the 17th of October, and I talked to a guy. He gave me the runaround about, the treatment plan and all that stuff, and how it's going to take multiple visits and stuff like that to get my back to normal. And like I said, a lot of people would say exercise. Well, the guy at the chiropractor office said it's not really good that I exercise because of how my back is. I'm sure yoga would probably help a lot, though. I don't know any yoga, though, but I'm sure yoga would probably be better than exercising. But that's another reason why I can't do workouts and stuff like that, is because of my back. Trying to lift weights and stuff like that just isn't something that would work. And then trying to do cardio, it doesn't really work as it is. I mean, I already kind of do cardio at my job in a way. So with that being said, I had my adjustment done today on the 17th of October, and it didn't help with anything, and he even said it wouldn't help. The first visit, it was going to take multiple visits and stuff like that. Now here's the thing, okay, is that membership, you get 4 visits for $69. It's $10 an additional visit. So if you have to come back for an additional visit after your 4 visits, if you go with the cheapest plan, which is like $69, my AC just turned on and there's somebody outside with a motorcycle. Apologize for the noise. For additional visits, $10 for each visit for that whole month after you've used up your 4 for $69. And the plan does go as high as like $280 something for, I forgot how many visits you can have or sessions you can have. And yeah, so I didn't have the money for the membership, but for the $69, it's going to cost $29 for your first visit, and then $69 for the membership, and then like I think another $69 for the end membership or something like that. I don't know if that was, if I heard that right or something like that, but it was going to be well over $100 is all I could tell you for my visit. And that was just for the $69, which is the cheapest membership, which you're likely going to end up probably needing more depending on how severe your problem is. All I can tell you is my visit, it didn't help any at all, and I'm kind of debating if I'm going to go back at all. I'll probably just talk with my doctor and see if I can just get steroid shots, and if the steroid shots don't help, then I'll probably go back to the chiropractor or try to figure out what I can do for that whole thing. Losing weight would be a good idea, and I'm working on that, but you got to lose it slowly though, because you don't want to have loose, saggy skin, obviously. But anyways, that's my video on the Joint Chiropractor, and have any questions for me, you can leave in the comments below.